Hi. I was gonna play Red Dead Redemption today, but it didn't download in time, so here we are. I love when things don't download. It's great.
Wah.
Wow. Also, it's interesting that that was not the right TTS. Interesting. It wasn't even that it, like, had technology troubles. It was literally just, like, the internet did not download fast enough. Okay, I need to skip this song. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, no, it was literally just, like... Why is my voice all funky? Hold on. I don't know why that's happening. Interesting. Maybe my sick is still here. Who knows? Regardless, brain not function as usual. Yeah, no, I was like downloading it. It was like, hey, it'll be done in 2 hours, and I was just like, I can't wait that long. I mean, I could have, but then stream would have started at like noon, and I didn't really want to do that. So art it is, and we'll maybe start Red Dead tomorrow. We'll see. I never like starting a game right before there's another, what's the word? I never like starting a game right before there's a break in my streaming schedule, like on a Sunday, but we'll see. Why is it being dumb? Why is it being dumb? Hold on, I'm gonna check on Biku. Hold on.
This is a test.
That's fine. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Hi. Y'all can have those back. Feel free to try again. Hi. Anyway, yeah, no, I want to play Red Dead 2. I played Red Dead 1 and I've been wanting to play Red Dead 2 and I just have not gotten around to it. So, yeah. Love it so much. I don't know, my voice is so cracky. Oh my god. I'm so cracked today. Ah. Interesting. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna do today, So you know how I've been like, I'm stressed, I'm freaking out, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. I went outside. I feel like 20 times better. Because Max and I went out to a park with Sam, and I feel like so much better. And I literally came home and like I ate real food, I made dinner, I took a shower. Why is that not working? Interesting. Is Biku working at all? Hold on. I can't tell if Biku's actually working or not now. Cool. One of the things I want to look at. Earth Day, yeah. Oh, I should have played Planet Zoo today. I should have played Planet Zoo. Oh no. Oh no. I should have played Planet Zoo. Oh, it's Earth Day. Oh crap. Ah heck. Ah shit. Ah fuck. Ah shit. Okay, so I'm thinking. Anyway, I'm thinking I work on art stuff for the video today because I've been trying to do that. If I need to get it done, I shouldn't push myself to get it like super fucking done, but like getting it done would make a lot of other things easier. And even if I cut it in half and I don't do the second half, like it would be more helpful to do the second half, basically. So, like, getting it done would be very less stressful and helpful. Hi, Vince. Okay, hold on. I want to see if Bikubot.
Bikubot.
Okay, yeah, he is working. He's just being a butt. Got it. Here, let me give you those back then. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to... Oh, you know? It is, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here. Okay? And then I'm gonna scooch my way over here. Oh, you're very tiny today, chat. Why are you so tiny? Why are you so small? Chat, are you okay? Chat, are you okay? Come here, chat. Get a little bit bigger. There you go. Okay. Sam is here, but I'm allowing him to roam the house today because he doesn't seem to have much that he can really super get into. I need to check on him occasionally, and in fact, I'm going to check on him in a minute. There you go! You did it. Oh boy. So yeah. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna do a bunch of other stuff, and it's gonna be, we're gonna get stuff done. We're gonna get stuff done, yeah. Okay, let me go check on Sam, and then I'll be right back, and we can, yeah. Yeah, okay, so 1 second. He is laying in the sumo, so he is fine. For now, at least. I do want to check on him occasionally. But for now, he's fine. And I love how he licked my glasses, so I need to clean them real fast. Yeah. There we go. I know he has an appointment coming up, but I don't know when it is. Go have a sleep, Lime. Go have a sleep. Alright, so... I'm trying to figure out how to do this. It would help if I think... Let's see. I think it would help if I had the script, so 1 second. I also need to remember that Nicole paid me for an emote. Okay. So. Okay. Well, stories in the untouched areas of the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. And I need, I have a map, I want to say, that I made. Yeah, I'm working on the map. So there's that. And then... Listen, he's comfy, and that's all that matters, honestly. Okay. Chronic wasting disease. Okay. So I want to draw an example of chronic wasting disease.
Hi, Scaredy!
How are you? You could always come join me. You know? Work is stupid. Your work is stupid and dumb. I hope you have a good work, though. And then I need to open up like this, probably. Fucking prions, man. I feel like there's way too many diseases, by the way, that just stick around for way too long, can I say. Yeah, prions suck. They stick around for way too long. Hi, Firecat. And, like, Parvo also is one of those for me. Hi. Like, why does it gotta stick around for that long? That sucks. Seven years. 7 years Parvo sticks around. Why the fuck it be like that, though? Why the fuck do it be like that, though? I heard someone getting into something. 1 second. Hi, Lime. It was not the puppy, it was the cat, actually, this time. Hilariously. He's Sid might get to a point that he probably starts blaming things on Sam too, which is gonna be a joy to interact with. Okay. Chronic wasting disease. They have no clear treatment except protein with unsettling noises, body starves, skin to bone. Time to tell another story. Okay. I know Sid already gets into a whole bunch of things, so I'm just literally going to be waiting for it, like, things to start happening, and we walk in and, like, Sam is there, and we're like, mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. Hi, Vex, how are you? I saw your Discord post. I am glad you're safe. At least I believe it was yours. My brain might be fried. Hold on. Hold on, I'm checking how fried my brain is. Hold on. Yeah, no, it was yours. My brain is very fried, I'm sorry. No, my brain is fucking shrimp fried rice. That's what it is. It is tiny, it is fried, and it feels bad, man. I just ran Okay, can I ask a question? Do people actually really like Creator Clash? I can't tell. Like, at what point were we like, hey, we're bored of all these content creators, let's make them fight and beat the shit out of each other? Like, it's boxing, right? So, like, it's fine, they train for it, but, like, at what point did we decide, like, hey, fuck it, is it for charity? If it's for charity, I get it. Like, if it's absolutely for charity, then I get it. Like, that's fine. But I thought it was just like, hey, let's watch creators fucking beat each other up. Like, hell yeah, let's go. Creators have raised a shitload of money for a bunch of charity. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that then. If it's for charity, that's fine. I have no opinions of it anymore. My opinion of it has gone from what the fuck to, yeah, sure. I guess. Am I allowed to bring... Am I allowed to bring a knife to Creator Clash? Can I just, like, street fight? Like, let's go. It's the only way I know how to fight. Like, let's go. Fight in the streets. And in the sheets, ooh.
Knife to Ken.
It could be Creator Slash, you don't know. It could be. I could start a new precedent. Just like, and there's Deer with the knife! Oh, shit! It'd have to have EMS on it. Chad, how much would you have to be paid to learn how to box? Like, one of your friends? Or just even, like, another creator? It's like if you did another cooking stream out of nowhere and turned it up to 100. I mean, I guess that's fair. $1,000, that's it. Just 1,000? Lime? That's it?
Also, what if a deer but with dumper butt cheeks?
So what you're asking me is to draw a Stantler. What you're asking me is to draw a Stantler. That's what you're asking me, in reality here. Stantler has a bubble butt. I mean... Okay, hold on. There you go. Perfection. Hi, Sar. Do you want to come hang out until you have to go to your other D&D session that's cooler than ours? This deer's so thick.
I suppose I could pop it a second or two.
Yeah, just for a second. And
Well...
he's... Okay, I was gonna say, and he's got... No.
Should have.
You were considering it.
Yes. I'm playing Velma this morning. I can't find my glasses, Jinkies.
You're playing Velma?
Yeah.
Oh, like you can't IRL find your... Okay.
Yeah.
Or where'd you have them last, then?
I took a shower, and I'm trying to find them, and I can't, and I want to run to the store to get something to eat, and also maybe buy myself something. I don't know, we'll see.
Buy yourself something.
Don't I deserve to buy myself something?
You do, but that's very, like, generic how you said that.
Well, it's really like...
Fine.
I don't know what I want to buy yet.
Are you buying food?
Well, yes, I'd buy food, but then I would probably go up to the Target and do a Target run and, you know, buy myself some fun, you know, cosmetics and Pokemon cards, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Maybe Advance Wars.
Ooh.
The Avatar: The Last Airbender role-playing game starter set, even though I own the, like, Kickstarter bundle that has everything in it.
I was gonna say, don't you?
I see we're still on mech mode today, huh?
It's a different mech. It's a Gundam. Legally
Yeah.
distinct.
It's like the OG Gundam, too.
Mm-hmm.
The worst Gundam. Amuro!
I'll kill you.
I'm a huge fan of 8th MS Team. I think that's my favorite Gundam series.
I never really watched Gundam. I'm not a big fan of mech. Ava's kind of the only one I've ever been able to fully get down. That and Zoids, because they're animals. Because of course, because that's just how I am.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know.
I understand. I think Gundam is good-ish because it's a lot more focused on the interpersonal relationships typically than the mech fights themselves, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's more about like war and shit like that, and people are just like, ooh, Gundam, shoot.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
And it's like,
And like the moment where like two friends find themselves on the opposite side of the battle, and you're like, ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Does this deer look chronic wasty enough?
I think so.
Okay.
I do like how I came in as you're giving it a Stantler butt.
Listen, you can't call me out. Lime asked for it, and I agreed. Anyway. Yeah, he's not looking great. He's not doing great. Also, you should check where you last left your glasses. Unless you're me and you can't ever remember where that is.
I mean, I don't really remember anything right now this morning. It's been kind of a blur.
To be fair, I'm actually a little bit less of a blur today, which is nice. Compared to how I was yesterday.
I did call my brother this morning and ask him if I could borrow his truck to get some stuff from the hardware store, because I'm doing some bathroom renos.
Ooh, what you doing?
It turned out that the toilet tank was cracked, so I need a new toilet
Ooh, that's...
in my half bath.
Okay, that's not so bad. At least it's the half bath.
Yeah.
I assume that's the one the kids use, though.
It's the one in the main level, so I got another one. Let's go. So the problem right now is if you're on the main level and you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go all the way upstairs every time.
Mm-hmm. Plain as mush. Morning's bad. I mean, yeah, kinda. A little bit. A little bit.
I mean, I had leftover meatloaf this morning for breakfast, so I mean, that was good. Meatloaf that all of my kids actually ate, so
Congrats.
it's a real problem.
I mean, I don't eat leftovers, so, like, I get it.
I don't usually leave leftovers.
Also, good morning, Roddy, yes.
So Roddy forced me to play the Dead by Daylight game yesterday, by the way.
Mm-hmm. How'd it go?
It's a fucking terrible game.
Uh-huh.
Like, when it comes to game stuff, it's very frustrating to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's definitely some fun to it. I can see the appeal, so.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple rounds where, like, I was dipping and dodging, throwing wrenches, and doing all the stuff to keep the monster away from everyone else, and we were able to get some wins, which felt good whenever that would happen, right?
Yeah.
And then being in the basement with Nemesis was not a good time.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest problem with the game, though, is just thematically, they're lazy as fuck, and it irritates me.
That's fair.
But it's definitely one of those situations where, like, playing with people probably makes it better, too.
Oh, for sure.
Which is,
I
like,
mean, that's
the
most
case
games,
for most
isn't it?
games.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, chat, we're in good enough mode, by the way.
They were in what mode? As
Good enough.
Oh, hell yeah. 80% roll. Let's do it.
More like 70, but yep. Like, barely passing. Also, before I forget, you have, like, one more week to send me any possums you want, chat, that I may sometimes use. Otherwise, it's gonna be, like, once a month that I accept possum submissions. Unless you're on Patreon. So, get your fucking possums in if you want them.
I've been getting a lot of possums.
I mean, I got quite a few. Some were, like... I know Gwen sent me some that were, like, just different clothes of the skater dude, which is fine, you know. So I would say that was a lot, but it was also, like, the same possum. So it just, I don't know.
Gotcha. I like how the skater dude has like the really old person glasses on.
Mm-hmm. The aviators, or?
I used to skate in the 70s on a slim board.
Slim board?
Yeah, they had thinner skateboards in the 70s.
Did they?
Mhm.
I didn't know that. Huh. The more you know, I guess.
I don't know if you could domesticate a possum.
You wouldn't domesticate it, but you could raise one for bird. There are people who have done that.
Like, the most wild animal I think I've seen, like, quote-unquote domesticated was a chipmunk.
I've seen a squirrel.
And it was still in a cage.
And
if that thing got out, it would have definitely not came back, right?
Yeah. I've seen one of my ex had a squirrel that he kept for a long while that, even if he let it out, it would still come back occasionally. And so, like, he did develop, like, a relationship with it, but it obviously was still, like, a wild animal.
Right. Oh, hi, kid. Oh, hi, how are you?
Hi, cat.
Yeah, she started climbing my leg, and then she, like, got halfway up and, like, stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just claws in my leg. I'm not a mountain.
You could be.
Ayo.
Mountain is dick. Anyway.
Yes, that's true.
I don't know why my lungs are still all fucky from being sick. Sucks.
Does suck, I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. Sam still is eating better than both me and Max are, and it's kind of upsetting. By the way.
I'm sorry.
Okay. When you're literally feeding your pets better than you're eating because of, like, depression or otherwise, it's just like, oh.
So when I worked at the sub shop, we had a doctor and his wife that would come in all the time to get stuff. I lived in a fairly affluent city as well, so like a lot of clients like that. But anyway, sometimes they would come in and get subs, right? And they would have like a butcher wrapped steak with them. Right? So they're getting a sub, and they have a literal T-bone.
Yeah.
In the wax paper. T-bone was for the dog.
Oh. I mean...
So they were eating the subs, and then they were going home and giving the dog the steak. And there were multiple times where I literally told the wife, like, man, I wish I was your fucking dog.
I mean... I feel like that's more commonplace than you might think, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Roast chickens?
But, like, they're definitely spending more money on the steak for the dog than the subs for themselves.
People fucking act like millennials are the ones that started to treat animals like their children. Fuck no, they aren't.
Yeah. So the other favorite thing about him was that he was a gamer as well. And when the wife found out that I was a gamer as well, she had him write a list of suggested games, and he recommended that really shitty dragon game for PS3. I'm blanking the name right now. Rain, maybe?
Dragon's Duck. Oh, Rain of Fire?
Yeah, that might be it. The one where you're flying on their backs and it's
okay,
like
no, that's not. No, that's a different
piece
thing.
Of shit.
Anyway, I know what you're talking about, though. Go on.
Yeah, I was like, well, I can't respect this guy's opinion on games.
He's lost all respect.
Right. Layer. That's the one. Yes, thank you. That sounds right. It was like a launch title, if I remember correctly. like how many people throw out Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is a good game, just hard.
I have wanted to play it, I just keep not doing so.
It's too hard for me.
That's fair.
I end up getting into it.
That's fair.
But it's a good game, just not for me.
You're allowed to be in spaces that are... I mean, sort of. You know what I mean? God damn it. Alright. One deer, done. Woo. It's good enough. Well, no, it's not. Hold on. I should do one more thing to it. That's this. Yeah. Why am I still sick?
I mean, when I get lung stuff, it takes me a long time to clear it out. That's because I had a history of asthma, right? So. Heck, I'm tired.
Stop being tired then. Oh. I mean, I say that, it takes me 2 Red Bulls and a coffee to wake me up, so...
Wake me up inside.
Wake up!
Wake up.
Take me round this world.
Shoutouts to Baby Deer religiously loving that song.
I had a guy that I worked with that was obsessed with
Evanescence.
I forget her name. The main singer.
Evanescence.
No, the main singer's name though.
Amy,
Yeah, Amy.
whatever her name is.
Yeah. And like did like a meet and greet pass for like one of the times they were in town.
Mm-hmm.
And has like that picture of like himself with her where he's clearly like awkward as fuck.
My brain instantly went to Amy Rose, and I was like, oh no, wait, hold on.
Oh, that's right. No, I don't do this right.
No, it's right. It's perfect. It's right. No, we're right. That's what it is. It's Amy Rose. Yeah, there's always, like, every band I've ever been to, like, there's always been, like, a meet and greet thing afterward. You, like, take your picture, and everyone's so awkward, man.
Well, like the thing is, like, I'm a big fan of Hailstorm, right?
Yeah.
And Lizzie Hale, in particular. Right?
Yeah.
And I've done like meet and greets with them a couple times over the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's just about like coming up with an angle that like is different than the majority of the shit everyone else is saying.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, because everyone's gonna come up and be like, I love your music.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, we know. Why else would you be here?
And like I happened to see them open for Trapped back when they were still doing
Nice.
EPs and stuff before like
That sounds like a good
got
fucking
signed.
show. Jesus.
it was a very good show. And so like that's usually the moves. Like, hey, I remember seeing you guys at Summerfest in this year for opening for Trapped or whatever like that. I do see you guys doing so well. Because again, like significant in a way that's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I heard you on the radio. Oh.
I mean,
You know?
I mean that's the same for like Twitch streamers say the same thing, actually.
Right.
They're like, yes, I know you love me as a streamer. Do you want to just like talk? Like, I don't mind. You don't have to sit there and be like, I'm your biggest fan and blah, 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 and I just love your content. You're so funny. And do you remember that joke you made? Ha 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 ha. Like, just they're a normal person. They're just a person. Just treat them like a person.
I did the meet and greet with is it Nate Likes to Battle? Is that the one?
I think
And
there are a lot
He
of
is-
rock bands. If you're wondering, Sandy, that's it.
oh yeah, rock bands, 100%. And there was like one obscure scene in a music video they're in, and that's what I mentioned passing. It's like, hey, you did a really good job of this, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
And like the look on his face when he like was like, what are you talking? Oh, that. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you, appreciate it. Blah, blah, blah. You know?
Well, because
Just a little-
he's usually blindsided. They're usually blindsided. Like, I'm not used to people talking to me about this thing.
Right, exactly. That's my pro tip for this morning, chat. Be thoughtful about things you're going to talk to people about, I guess. Huh?
Okay. One fucked up deer. Cool,
Rise
ready to go.
together. That's a good looking deer.
I mean, I've literally had a meet and greet before when I was like a Game Promise mod. I just took everybody to IHOP. No, it was Denny's. I took everybody to Denny's. That's what we did. Like, people were actually interested in meeting me, I think at PAX South? And I was at the La Quinta right next to Denny's. Because there's always a fucking Denny's behind La Quinta.
Right.
I don't know why. But there is. And then I was like, yeah, no, let's all go to Denny's. Like, fuck it. And we did. And we all had Denny's together, and we talked about stuff, and we talked about, like, streams. It was great. It helps a lot if, like, the streamer or whoever also tries to act like a normal person instead of a streamer.
Yeah, right.
Which sounds weird as I sit there and go, oh, they're just people, but no, yeah, they... right. That's the one that I met, Fuckface McGee at, Tsar.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I should
It was
probably
the same meet and greet I was talking about where I met them too, so. Yeah. And the other one. But
Oh my god, okay. Okay, I should actually open this back up. Shit, fuck. Crop it here, no, here-ish.
I was gonna ask if you need the head bob, right?
Yeah, I do.
Ah!
Yeah? You good?
Yeah, just headless deer.
Oh.
Did you really not know why I screamed?
No!
That's funny.
Okay, and then from there, I can just down this and be like, here's more of this neck that I can work with later. I shouldn't really do much with it. Let me...
I love working with neck.
You love a good necking?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't.
Asexuals?
That's fair.
If I'm gonna be honest. Okay, and then this thing.
Sometimes I wonder.
Oh.
And then
What do you
someone
wonder?
walks by with a really thick butt, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Oh, dude, I legitimately had to question myself for a while when I...
Hi, Elsie! Ellie! Silly!
Sorry. If there's a better way you would prefer me to pronounce that, please let me know. Hi! How are you? Thank you for the raid. What are you up to? Oh. That sure worked. How was your stream? I was gonna say, I legitimately had to question if I was or was not asexual for a little while, because my medication was making me so not, like, anything, like I didn't feel, and so I was just like, am I? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. That was a fun thing to try to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anime! Nice! I would love to see if you're willing. You don't have to, of course, but I'm just letting you know. I'd be happy to see. Okay, let me save this out as 3 different pieces. But actually, let me crop it so it's not giant.
Split this deer into pieces.
This
It
is my
the
last resort. Suffocation,
Alright.
no breeding. Don't give a fuck if the primates keep leaving.
Jesus Christ. And on that, I'm gonna go find my glasses for real and then go get lunch and go by myself.
You're just gonna leave me alone. I see how it is.
Yeah.
How
I
dare
am gonna leave you alone.
Wow.
Forever alone. Forever alone.
Forever young?
No, I was doing it.
Forever
to
young.
Forever Young.
I
Yeah.
wanna be forever young. No, I don't. God, no. I refuse. That is one of the few things I never want, is to be immortal. Max and I talked about that a lot. Go on.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with my immortal character in my book. I'm literally looking forward to introducing them.
Good.
Good time.
Find your fucking glasses.
Can't tell me what to do. Fuck, I'm just gonna be angry and sit here and glare at chat for 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. I'm happy to have you here.
If I could find chat.
I was gonna say, can you even find them?
Chat, are you there?
Crashed. Clip Studio. There it is. Now it's back. Okay.
What'd you crash it into? Are you making the speed 2?
Yeah, I am. I'm
Is it a
sorry.
boat?
No, it's a plane. It's even less fuel.
Was speed 3 in a plane? What was speed 3 in? Hold on, now I gotta look it up.
Split this
God damn
deer
it.
in 2 pieces. This is a cursed reserve. Scary cryptids, no signal. Stay at night for your own safety.
Apparently I never made a speed 3. I lied.
I applaud you, Roddy. I feel like the last line could be more on beat, I think. I applaud the rest of it, though. It's very good. Okay. Okay. I get to do a fun thing.
Have fun with your fun thing.
Bye, sorry. Okay, and then I would probably want... Just get the one from AOL. Yeah, the AOL one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I need a laptop, so let's just draw a really quick laptop. Real quick laptop. Oh boy.
I had to come back. Hey, you're my dearest friend. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm, fuck you, bye. Okay, we're doing it good enough. Good enough! Okay, good enough. We're doing good enough. We gotta do good enough. Ah! Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Welcome back, Sandra. How are you? How's the caffeine? Wait, I can do this smarter. I can work smarter. Yeah. Smarter.
That's a reaction.
Yeah? You don't say. That's a terrible laptop. Wow. Okay, hold on one second. I need a reference. Let's do it this way so it's just easier on my brain. Smart time. Gotta have smart. Sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Okay, I have to remember how to use this freaking program, though, so bear with me. Oh boy. Alright, get rid of you. Yeah, model. Add model. Add model. Basic this. Yes. Okay, I remember how to use it. Perfect. Good. Good, fantastic. Okay, a little bit wider. Delete this guy. Yup. Cool, perfect. And then second cube. And this one goes like this, and this, and this. And also probably like this. And then, there we go. Perfect. Fantastic. Love it. Actually, let's do the opposite direction. Because we're supposed to be staring at this laptop anyway, so... And then I need... Boop, boop, Perfect. Fantastic. Smarter, not harder. Smarter, not harder. Okay, and then, cool. Perfect. And we're done. Do you have cereal shreddies? Cereal shreddies? Like shredded wheat? I don't know what cereal shreddies are. I know of shredded wheat. But, like, that's the only thing that comes to mind. Chat, you're allowed to off-road. Just letting you know. Also, chat, please, just remember, trace the car. Please just trace the car. Just trace the car, chat. Shreddies kind of look like checks, but are flat. Shreddies cereal. No, Chex would be the closest thing we have to shred. Yeah, I would say Chex would be the closest thing we have. So, trace the car basically means use 3D models, be smart, work smarter, not harder. Like, it's literally the mantra I use. Sort of thing. And it basically just means, like, if you're going to be working on something and you need to just get it done, just get it done. Like, find a 3D model of a car that you can use. Trace the fucking car. Take a photo of a car. Go trace the car. It's not cheating. Just fucking do it. Just do it, chat. Like, seriously. How many lines are there on a keyboard? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Good enough, good enough. We're doing good enough. Good enough. Good enough. But then you have to download a card. You would never. I mean, if you, I mean, technically, if you play, what is it? Jesus! That was so loud in my ears. If you've played Forza, you've downloaded a car! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm okay. Oh my God. Chat, you should download Jesus. Find him in your life. Okay. You didn't cause physical harm. I just got scared, okay? You didn't, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm a tiny piss baby, okay? I'm just a tiny piss baby who doesn't need your money.
There I go.
A tiny piss baby who does not need your money. That's what I am. That's what I am. Trust me, it's fine. I'm fine, everything's fine. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm not too bad. How does this sound?
I can hear a little bit of background, but you're fine.
Is it okay now?
I mean, it's not any different, but you're fine. Seriously.
Curious as to what background's picking up, though.
It's just like air, basically, like dead air.
Probably just me breathing. I've moved a little bit. Does that sound any better?
Well, no, it's not you breathing. It's literally just like air. Like, it's nothing. Like, empty space.
Okay. Oh, this sounds alright.
It sounds
And it's not a nightmare to chat, then we're good.
Welcome to me being a piss baby, season 3, episode 5.
That's my favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
So how is it going today?
I'm a piss baby! Chat scared me. Diz scared me, specifically.
That's fine. Loud things being yelled in your ear is very much a scary thing to hear.
It's fine.
Surprised the alerts were so loud.
Yeah, I just don't think that it was loud, it was just surprising.
That's fair.
You're fine, Diz. Stop. Okay. You're fine! Stop giving me money!
Don't listen to Deer.
Yes! Listen to Deer!
Alright, save it up for the support-a-thon that's coming up.
I have some point. Eventually, one day.
Don't worry, there's no rush. We'll throw money at you anyways in the meantime.
It's not how that works. You can't be like,
Why not?
don't do that, and then say do that. I did get my maple syrup, yeah.
There I go.
I haven't tried
Hey, you got it a while ago.
Yeah, I didn't try 2 of them, because I haven't had the chance to. But we ate, like, the 2 lighter ones, and, like, yeah, it was nice. Actually.
Yes, good maple syrup.
Hmm.
And I figured the maple leaf shaped bottle would give you something to hold on to that would actually be fun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind how they look, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you said you wanted to like hold on to the jugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like let's get something that's actually kind of cool instead of just like a plastic jug.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you haven't had a chance to mess about with the other 2. The other 2 are probably ones you'd be using for like marinades or sauces or something.
Mm-hmm. Cooking.
But yeah, which will take time and effort and energy, which you have been very busy focusing your energy elsewhere.
I don't know what you mean. I'm perfectly normal and well, and I
Definitely haven't been sick or haven't been taking care of an injured, partner or
yeah.
been
No,
doing
everything's
other
fine.
things with the new
Everything's
puppy.
fine.
Yeah.
Everything's
fine. It's fine, but those things do take energy and focus, and sometimes, that means you don't have time to mess with a new ingredient in your kitchen to be like, how does this work for something I want to try?
I'm being sarcastic, it's okay. But I appreciate it. I just need, like, emotion tags on my real life. That's what I need. Jesus.
I mean, that could help, but probably not in any way that would actually be helpful.
Why? Why wouldn't it be helpful? I legitimately think it'd be helpful.
I don't know. Things just never seem to work out the way we intend them to.
Well, yeah, but, like, suck it the fuck up. Make it work. Let's go. I just want to add like the tag of wet to everything as well. That'd be nice.
I don't like wet.
Why?
Because it's uncomfortable. Like, I like swimming, I like water and shower and stuff like that. But like when I'm out of the water, I'm like, no, I'm not in the water. It's time to be dry now. No more wet.
I mean, you don't have to be actually wet. It's just adding the tag wet.
I just don't like wet.
I mean, you're allowed, I guess.
You're gonna tell me I can't not like wet?
I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying you're allowed, I guess.
Well, it'd be kind of hard to stop me from not liking wet.
Yeah, like, I can't really do anything about exactly, Elmer.
Ah.
Okay, so there's that, and then let me... Wet, but colorized. Technicolor!
It's the future of wet.
Let's see. Shredded wet. Shredded wets! You ever just shredded wets?
No, I'm not a big fan of shredded wet.
Okay. Now I have that. Dry your wets, wet your dries. Add your wets to your dries.
I mean, yes, that is very much a lot of the steps in cooking. Especially if you're deep frying anything.
What's your favorite way to bread? I've actually found that like putting things in a bag actually works way better for me. Instead of like having them in a plate and you have to like bread it. It's very annoying.
If I'm breading something like pork chops or chicken breasts or whatever, I do like the multi-step station, even if it is a lot of work. Because you can, dip it in the flour, then dip it in the milk, or not milk, dip it in the egg, it's a milk and chat. Then you dip it in the breadcrumb, then you can make sure you get like as much of a thorough coating as you want.
Yeah.
Shake and bake style, where you just kind of put it in and shake it up, does have its benefit. But by doing like the flour, egg wash, then breadcrumb, you can make sure that it gets as much of a coating as possible. And you can be a little bit more in control as to like how thick the coating is and kind of how even it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does take a bit more, work and a bit more of a mess, but you'll get like a more consistent product. Plus, like if you're using something like panko breadcrumbs, you're not like gonna crush them in the bag when you're like shaking them about or something.
Yeah.
It also helps that it's kind of how I was shown to do that kind of stuff. My learning was in my high school cafeteria for how to cook and stuff.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it really just depends on like how you prefer at the end of the day, really.
Yeah. Cooking method also makes a difference too. If you're just like, throwing it in the toaster oven or the oven or whatever, just a shake and bake style isn't gonna do you much harm. But if you're gonna like actually fry it up in like a pan with like a shallow fry or a deep fry, having that like actual like, panko breadcrumb on it gets like a nice crunch.
Oh, I love panko so much.
Yeah, definitely. I made like tonkatsu style pork chops like a few weeks back. And they were so good.
You're making me want fucking tonkatsu. Is that just cereal and milk? I mean, yeah, technically. Okay, and then... Guys. Okay, time to draw another fucking deer, I guess.
I mean, it is rather on brand.
Yeah, I'm trying to... What's the word I'm looking for here? I'm trying to write or draw from the script that I have that Nicole has voiced. And so...
Okay. So this kind of gives them like stills and like voiceover narration stuff.
Mm-hmm. I need a picture of a not deer.
These sausages are much more close together than I want them to be. I've got a pack of sausages that I was going to pull out for dinner, and I only want like 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I was going to hopefully cut the package a little bit without like damaging the other part of it, so the other ones are still like in the separated packets. But they're too close for that. I'm sure I could find some use for those 2 sausages.
I love you, Max.
Oh, you don't have sound. Well, that's... I love you. Hold on, I can just text him that I love him.
You can, and you can throw it in chat.
Yeah, I'm lazy though. It's easier for me to grab my phone. I need to figure out where we want to take Sam today. He needs to go somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere.
Have you thought about outside?
Yes, Roddy, that is the idea.
It's good, good. I'd imagine going outside would be a good start. I take all 4 of what the hell I'm gonna do with them over the next couple days. Fucking future problems.
Future Roddy can deal with it.
Exactly. I'm sure I could find something to do with these sausages.
Make omelets.
My current
with one of
plan.
them. Make omelets with one of them.
That is an option. Mike, they're like a sweet Italian sausage. My current plan is I'm going to be taking them, frying them up a little bit, then slicing them up, and then pan frying them up in a pan with red, yellow, and orange peppers and some onions.
You're making me fucking hungry.
I mean, that's probably a good thing, isn't it?
But then I have to act on being hungry, and I hate that.
Okay, fair. Sometimes it's not convenient to be like, hey, it's time to make food. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing because I'm tired of ordering in all the frickin' time. And I'm really tired of delivery services being shit.
Yeah. We don't even have delivery out where we are.
Yeah. Well, like, I don't think I've mentioned it on stream or anything, but like essentially one of the services that I use most frequently because it's, you know, a lower price than the other like delivery stuff, and there's not like a $5 fee every time I try to put an order through. But recently they've been consistently missing items.
Ooh, fun.
Which isn't necessarily their fault if the restaurant is messing up, or, you know, something else is going on. You know, there's not much that can be done there. But customer service has been increasingly less helpful. And almost every time I order, I have to reach out to them to be like, hey, there's a problem with my order. You know, either everything's cold, or something's missing, or it's wrong. You know, it's consistently been happening. And my last experience was incredibly frustrating, where I reached out, I ordered something from Dairy Queen, where it was hot food and cold things. The cold things were melted, and it took an extra 20 minutes from him or the delivery driver picking up my food because they picked up multiple orders. So they picked up my order, and I'm like only like 10 minutes drive away, and then they drove 20 minutes elsewhere, and then took another half hour to get my food to me. So like things were melted, it was not good. And when I reached out, they said they'd give me this refund. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then when I asked for the total, it was different than what they told me. So when I tried to get them to clarify this and answer like, okay, what's the difference? Like from what you said you give me like half, like 50% of this stuff and the missing items and blah, blah, blah. They just straight up just left the chat.
Jesus.
And then when I reached back out, the next person, you know, fixed the refund, sort of. And it was still the exact same total and couldn't tell me why. So I escalated.
Yeah.
And the escalation team said, let me, you know, hold off, you know, I'll take a look at this. And they come back saying, so you've been refunded this amount, is there anything else I can help you with today? Ignoring the fact that the reason I was escalating is because the last two representatives were both completely incompetent, took like 10 minutes to reply to a single message, and were unable to answer my simple question of, I was told I would get refunded this amount, why are you refunding me this amount instead?
Yeah.
And then they also couldn't answer these questions. And when I said, okay, is there someone higher up I could speak to? They said, no. We are the end of the escalation. There is no one else to speak with. And I straight up said, so there's no site manager, no CEO, no shareholder, nobody who runs the business above you. You guys are the top of everything. And they're like, there is no one you can speak to that will be able to help you. We are the escalation team. I'm like, cool.
All it is, Firecat, is my headphones aren't perfectly soundproof, so like you'll hear it rotty through my headphones, basically.
Oh, I'm sorry for echoing.
No, that's my headphones are loud. You're fine.
So, but yes, after that experience, I was kind of like, I'm really not enjoying these services. And the fact that they can just deny my refund for missing items at any point for no recourse is kind of frustrating as well, so. And if that's the experience I'm going to have with these guys, that was over an hour dealing with them, by the way. So I'm like, I'm kind of just done with these guys. Yeah. So I'm just kind of tired of all the delivery nonsense. So I'm trying to cook more.
I need to cook more. I'm just good.
I understand that as someone who has been consistently sick for the last couple of years with energy levels that fluctuate from absolutely zero to I have enough to hang out for a few hours. I understand sometimes just the energy for food just doesn't exist at all.
Pretty much. It's almost like depression is one of the leading causes to like eating incorrectly. Interesting.
Well, depression definitely isn't going to help you any, that's for sure. Don't have the energy, don't have the motivation, don't have the desire. Definitely makes things a lot harder that way when you can't actually, you know, take care of basic needs. Which is honestly kind of why I was relying so much on these delivery services, which I'm growing to hate more and more the more I use them.
I mean, maybe that's a good thing then, in retrospect. You know, if you're growing to hate them, I mean.
Sorry, I was coughing there a second. Yeah, I guess. I mean, depends on how you look at it. Like, I really am tired of dealing with them. I hate relying on them so much and ordering from them multiple times a week because I just don't have the energy to, like, you know, make food myself.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the opposite side of that is either I'm in that situation where I have absolutely no energy and either need to find something lazy that I can just quickly heat and eat, or I don't eat.
For me, I tend to, I'll go and get, like, pre-made meals, basically. So, I don't know if that helps.
No, that's a good way to go about it. Things that are like pre-made or like making extra stuff that you can just set aside. The problem is I don't have a lot of fridge space and freezer space for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I have a fridge with like the top half freezer of like a quarter of the fridge size being the freezer. That's all I got to work with. It's not like I don't have stuff. Like my freezer has like, you know, meat that I can thaw out and cook up, and like, you know, some frozen veggies and stuff in there, but then I have to do the full prep. I have to thaw it out, and then I have to like actually decide how I'm gonna, you know, cook it and what's gonna go with it. Yeah, this is a lot sometimes. And sometimes, you know, that's okay to admit that things are a lot, and sometimes, you know, you just don't have the energy for it. It's all good.
Apparently I just need to go outside more because I'm getting shit done, and, like, apparently this is just what I needed, was to get shit done.
I mean, I could definitely believe that. Because when you have a lot just sitting there needing to be done, it can be super overwhelming. Like, you don't see like the one or two different tasks, you see the mountain of like the little things that it makes up, and you're like, oh god. And then you're like, you know what, I don't have this energy to like look at this mountain today. I'm gonna just go hang out on YouTube.
I mean, my favorite dysfunction meals, or I call them depression meals, basically, like sad meals. I tend to make chips out of fresh tortillas, like corn tortillas. And I will just eat those crunchy, like as a whole tortilla. I make cheese rangoons as a sad food, and I just take tortilla chips and I put shredded cheese on them and I melt it. That's also sad food.
I think for me, the stuff that I would probably do for that kind of stuff would just like, I feel tired and I need a food, but I can't really do much. I just go for a PB&J or a grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just kind of where my brain goes. If I'm like making a food because like I want something to like cheer me up, I'll probably go with something like French toast with like fresh strawberries and stuff. Yeah, hot dogs are good. Like, I want nothing right now. It is just a thing. Also, chat, do yourself a favor. If you ever have issues like that, or just like sometimes don't have the energy for stuff, get yourself a rice cooker. Rice cookers are super lazy ways to make good rice. Like, you just give them a wash and you just throw it in the pot and then you're done.
Also, please wash your rice. Holy shit, please wash your rice.
Yes, wash your rice. It's going to get rid of a lot of the starch and gluten and stuff off of it that, you know, makes it boil over. It's going to taste much better and come out much nicer. Especially if you're using a rice cooker. Wash your rice, not even like a whole lot, just like a couple times, just like, you know, kind of throw it in the rice cooker.
It's clear is generally what's said, but like...
Yeah, until like the water is clear, but like a little cloudy is not going to kill you.
No.
See, that's fair, Will, but the reason I say that is because when you're not feeling super great and you don't have energy,
Go ahead.
you can just easily throw rice into the rice cooker and just let it go for a bit, and then you have rice. And then you have leftover rice for like tomorrow to do something else with.
Hello.
Hi, Will.
Hey, Will.
Hi. So I had opinions about rice and I wanted to join, and also just say hi to y'all because I'm gonna be sitting in the Toyota dealership for the next 2 hours, waiting for my maintenance to be done.
Fun. So I was gonna say one of the best ways I've found to cook rice for like an easy meal is literally throwing rice but making it a water like chicken broth and throwing mixed veg in there. And then that's it. That's food.
Yeah, that's a good thing about it.
What? What, Will?
So, you... Hang on, okay. So you put the rice in chicken broth.
In the rice cooker.
In the rice cooker. And you, just to make sure, you wash it first, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You, by cooking it up in the rice, it adds some extra flavor.
And if you're like desperate, you can add like frozen mixed vegetables in there and cook it for the same amount of time as rice, and it's great.
So you can't see the look on my face right now, but it's there.
Will, have you ever cooked rice with like broth or something to like add flavoring to it?
No, I guess not. I always just make sauce.
You should. Like, just as an easy, lazy meal, just throw some fucking rice and some chicken broth, like the same amount of water to chicken broth or whatever, and just cook the rice.
Here's the problem I have, is that I don't want to believe you. I don't want to trust you. On the other hand, I do have a lot of chicken broth that I'm not using.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do that, technically. I mean, like, I would need to add vegetables. I'm actually really happy recently just because I have the most basic... I need more rice recipes just because I have the most basic, like, teriyaki sauce recipe, and then I just have, like, my rice cooker has, like, a steam plate with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just throw, like, chicken and red bell pepper and carrots in there. And it's really nice. It makes me happy.
So,
I don't count rice as a depression meal, though, because it just takes so long to cook.
well, that's why it's a rice cooker.
Yeah, actual rice takes effort, but like in a rice cooker, it's 5 minutes of work, and then you walk away.
Not even 5 minutes of work.
I'm counting the washing.
This is me, and I've really, really tried. It takes me like 15 minutes to wash rice.
Well, I mean, you
How?
don't have to fully wash rice, though, is the thing. You need to get
And
some
then
of the
there's always
starch
still-
off, but not all of
And
it.
then there's always still like a starch web on the bottom of my rice. Not like a lot.
Yeah,
but there's
but
always
that's not
still
gonna hurt it, is what I'm saying.
I know, but like, you know, it still makes me feel like a failure.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm like, God, I can't even cook rice right.
I mean, if you really want to wash the rice in a lazy way, what you do is you get a strainer. Like a fine strainer, not like one that you'd use like for like pasta per se, because like the holes would be too big, but like one that's closer to like a mesh, and you just pour the rice into that and then just rinse it under the
Yep,
sink.
that's what I do.
You know what? I've thought about doing that before, but then I was like, I don't want to clean the strainer.
That's fair.
Honestly, at that point, you
but at
just
that point, you kind
give
of
it a wipe.
are. Yeah, you just wash it off. You rinse it, you're good. Because it's just starches, you know?
You just got a sponge, just give it a quick wipe, and just rinse with the fresh water that you're already running over it, and it's already clean.
Look, I'm just happy. I'm learning so much today, though. Like, wait a second. I just realized that when you say rice and chicken broth, you add stuff to it, right? You don't just eat the rice?
No, you can just... No, that's why it's a depression meal, Will. You can also add, like, frozen veggies or, like, fresh veg, but it'll... You would... If it's
You know what?
fresh, they would have to cook for, like, less. But yes, you can add stuff to it.
I'm gonna give you credit that it is a depression meal.
Yeah. It's...
Yeah,
I don't
no.
have the energy to do anything or make anything. So this is what I'm making.
I also, to be fair, don't know how long I cook my rice for. My rice cooker is just
Oh, I
automatic.
just hit the
so
white rice button.
Yeah,
So, yeah, no.
that's the plan.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of depression, why on earth would you ever want to play CSGO?
I've always wanted to play CSGO. Dead serious.
Have you tried it before?
No.
No, you've never. Okay, that would explain a lot.
But, like,
No,
there's
Count-
a lot of games like that that I've always wanted to try or play or whatever, and I've just never done it, and I've never
I
gotten
think
around to
Counter-
it.
I
Valorant's
think
one of
Counter-Strike is a.
those.
Yeah, Valorant has a very, very strong anti-cheat that's like always active on your computer, so I've kind of been avoiding reinstalling it. But like, I think, to be fair, as much as I joke around about it, Counter-Strike is a very good game to try. It's a very weird game to play, just because, like, there's no... I don't know if Counter-Strike has tutorials. But it's just a very weird game because of the way the shooting mechanics work and how absolutely punishing they can be.
Yeah.
But like, if you know what you're getting into going into it, then like it can be fun. I still
It's
play
an
it.
older game too, so.
Will, have you heard my snail joke?
No.
Ooh, okay. I see. 1 second, let me hydrate. Okay, so speaking of CSGO, a snail goes up to a car dealership. This is actually very relevant to you. Snail goes up to a car dealership, goes up to a car dealer and says, hey, I'm tired of being so slow, and I really would like to go faster, so I'd like to buy a sports car. And the dealer goes, yeah, sure, okay. So they look at all the sports cars, they decide on like this really nice one. It's got a nice engine, it's great. They're like, alright, let's go sign the papers. Is there anything else we can do for you? He's like, yeah, I think I want a paint job on it. They're like, okay, fine. So they sign all the papers over, and they're like, okay, so what do you want the paint job to be? We'll get it done today, and you can just drive off the lot. And he's like, let's paint it red so it goes faster. And then I want people to know I'm a snail, so they should put a whole bunch of S's on it so that it's for snail, you know, like as you would. And he's like, okay, sure. So, no, I'm finishing the joke, Diz. And so they get the paint job done. And the snail's like, thank you. Like, this is the best car I've ever had. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. So he gets in the car and he leaves, and the car dealer watches him leave and goes, huh, man, watch that S car go. Your silence is deafening.
I don't think I can give you the satisfaction of a response, but the longer I stay quiet, the more satisfying it is.
No, I think the silence is the best response to that. Just the moment of like, oh god, no. No, it's a fun joke. I enjoy it.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is the Marvel Cinematic Universe of jokes, because like, it's not high quality, but it took me on a long journey, and it was satisfying to reach the
That's
end.
why I like it, because it's such build up, but there's nothing. There's nothing at the end for you. That's why
just
I
a
really
pun.
like it. Yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dear. You should play CS. You know what? I want to play you in CSGO now.
Alright.
You've given me motivation.
Okay.
I have to punish you. After that, yeah.
How dare you? That is actually my favorite joke.
Here's the problem. It's pretty funny, but it's not funny because it's funny. It's funny because of the way you told it, and also because it's bad.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
What makes it good?
You know what made it good actually was because you said let's paint a bunch of S's on it, and my brain was like, this is going to lead to like a Nazi paint job or something. I don't know how this is going to take a twist, but it's going to take a twist. And then you would just like look at that S car go, and I was like, oh, that's it. Okay. So I have different complaints, still just as strong.
Well,
Wow, well, I can't believe your brain went, oh, it's gonna be a Nazi joke.
a Nazi joke. Wow. Yeah, I like the bicycle joke too.
What's the bicycle joke?
Why was the bicycle sleepy?
Why?
It was too tired.
Okay, now that it needs to be longer. We
No, I
need
know.
to give this bicycle a backstory, you know? How about like a worm, right? Needs to go buy a bicycle at a shop, right? And then you see they're looking at all these different options. They're looking at like unicycles, they're looking at tricycles, and then they're like, I think I'm too tired to pick. And the owner's like, I'll get you a bicycle.
Oh,
Like,
I'm on it.
we need to make the
Oh,
worm
hi.
sleepy. Alright, hang on, let me write this down. Let me draft this.
Hold on. Guys, good. Oh fuck, I was gonna read it. Okay.
No, that's fine.
Alright, I'm on my phone. I have no context for what's going on.
Oh, there was just a spam bot. They're going to offer you a special opportunity, and I'm like, oh, this is good enough for me. Goodbye.
They're offering me 5 viewers. They're saying that I can sextuple
5
my
whole
viewers.
viewers? Oh my god.
Quintuple my viewers were.
Hi, Rio. How are you?
But if you really want, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on, incredibly flexible, and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. And then there's a website.
Yes.
I actually need to pay you for something. I need to hire you.
Okay.
So last night, right, Bath was doing their weekly Fortnite thing.
Mm-hmm.
And someone, I don't remember who, we'll fight them later, was like, hey, is it possible to redeem your make a command thing and make a command where every 24 hours there's a vote as to whether or not to ban Will?
Okay.
So I need to hire you on as like a campaign manager so that you can convince the people to ban me.
Okay.
I want freedom, you know, like, and you know, this is not like I want to hire you, but you need to sort of pitch yourself to me as well. So I want I was hoping you could give me like a presentation about why you will get me banned.
I'm not gonna try that hard.
Nazi jokes.
Apparently Nazi jokes, yeah. I don't know, I'm not gonna try that hard. I literally hired my own manager because I'm not good at this stuff.
So why would you want to be banned?
Because I need to be free.
No,
and because
you're going to
it's
suffer
funnier.
in Fortnite Fridays.
It's so much funnier though.
I don't want to get hit with late fees and have Papa Bezos come get me. What? What?
Pay your Twitch Prime on time and then you'll be fine.
Just don't pay me, Rio. You're fine. Also get Twitch Turbo. It's much better than anything else.
What is Twitch Turbo?
See, this is why I hate it. Twitch Turbo's never fucking advertised. Twitch Turbo basically gives you no ads on every single streamer you watch, but it's not a sub. But if you have Twitch Turbo and you're in my stream, I still get the ad revenue I would have gotten if you watched the ad. And
is it? But you don't get like a Twitch Prime sub or anything.
No, I don't.
No.
But I do still get your ad revenue, and you still have the option to sub to me if you want. But people, like, it's not advertised at all, and I hate it.
Twitch Prime doesn't let you skip all advertisements, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not anymore.
does. No,
No,
it
not
doesn't.
anymore. They changed
Sorry,
it.
my brain was turbo there for a
You're
second.
fine. Turbo does, though. So, like, I don't know why they don't advertise Twitch Turbo, or I'll be real.
Well, because if everyone is subbed to Turbo, then people aren't giving out subs to the streamers, and they're not getting a cut of every one of those subs.
Well, how much is Turbo?
Like $7 a month, I think.
It's not much. I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks. I think for
thought it
me.
was 7.
It's
Oh, for you,
it's
yeah.
Canadian conversion rates. So it's like a little bit more than what a sub would be. But no more than like the cost of 2. And as a result, you can watch other people's streams. You can jump into any stream without
Turbo
needing to worry about
created Amazon.
ads. And the benefit of that is then if you sub to somebody, you're still able to support them directly, and you get their emotes, which is super awesome. But if you are checking out other streams or something else, and like there's someone that you're maybe not in a position to be subbing to a bunch of people, you can still watch their stream uninterrupted and still enjoy stuff, and they're getting their full revenue for you being in there. That's what I do. I am a Turbo sub and also a Deer sub. And also a Bear sub, but that's completely irrelevant.
I'm sorry, hang on, back up. You subscribe to various streaming? That's kind of cringe.
No, that was a relevant sub, a different kind of sub there, Will.
Hi, Rio. Thank
What,
you.
like a sub sandwich?
Yeah, sometimes it's a sandwich.
Why would you make a bear sandwich?
Why wouldn't you?
Just seems like that'd be like a lot of meat in one spot.
It'd also be pretty greasy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, not if they've showered.
Yeah, bear's pretty greasy. Very oily, gamey. Thank you, Rio, for helping Sammy go to Kulig. I guess.
One of the
I'm appreciating that you're sending him to Kool-Aid and not giving Jeff Bezos his money. Because at least you're not giving Jeff Bezos money. Anyway, continue, Will.
Oh, I was just going to say, you know, I don't, I was always weirded out as a kid, because as a kid we took, like, driving vacations, and we went out to, like, the, you know, like, the, I want to call it the Midwest, even though the Midwest is where I'm from. Like, the actual, like, middle west of the country, like, geographically, like the Rockies and stuff.
Yeah.
But, one thing that always got served in, like, national park areas was bison burgers. And it always felt like it should be illegal.
I mean...
Just because everything in all the national parks are like, here's how bison were almost hunted to extinction.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a burger.
A lot of it's because, like, a lot of the populations come back as farming. And so, it's not like wild bison.
I know, although that would be very funny.
Maybe funny. Maybe also horrifying.
Yeah, you know, but
both.
When you're a dumb kid, you don't understand, like, exactly what's going on. So I would always see bison burger on the menu, and I'd be like, I don't think I want to order it. Like, I would never make a scene, but I'd be like, should we be ordering this? Is this okay?
Right? Yeah, they're not threatened anymore. Due to native conservation efforts, among other things. Shoutouts to them for doing 90% of the hard work. And white people being like, I did this.
That sounds like white people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough about bison conservation efforts to say anything, but yeah, sure.
Pretty much.
That sounds right.
How do they get oysters out here in the Rockies? We just don't know.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
They threw them really hard.
Yes.
Just straight up, like, you know, I don't know if you saw the cannons at Pike's Place Market. These days it's all automated. You really need to have traditional throwers, though. If you shoot them out of a cannon, they lose a lot of, not a lot of their meat, but I think it tastes different. People who don't know, they say that it doesn't taste different, but, you know, they wouldn't know the difference between a 1970 Perler and a 1945 King if their oyster cannon depended on it. Yeah. There you go, that's way funnier. See, this is why I need to hire you to be my campaign manager.
You would literally have to pay me, Will.
Like, 30 cents?
No.
35.
No.
Ah, shit, too rich for my blood.
I know.
Have you considered 20 an hour?
I mean, I'll take that. Will hires me for 1 hour.
I hire you for 1 minute. It's alright, here's the onboarding process. Alright, so here's Bath stream, and go.
And done.
Deer just comes in, hashtag ban Will, and then just leaves.
Yep.
Alright, that'll be $20.
Yep.
This is all they paid for.
As long as I get to make a speech before I get banned, that's all that matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
And Bath was at least nice. They said that it would only be 24 hours.
Oh, well, that's nice, at least.
It just means I will never play in a Fortnite Friday ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would you want to not hang out with people that you enjoy spending time with?
I do want to hang out with people.
Nah, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, then why are you, like, actively trying to get yourself banned as a joke? It sounds like you just want an excuse to not be with your friends.
I mean, if I get banned, I get to go play Final Fantasy XIV.
Oof.
What's a oof?
No, just the idea of, like, I'm doing this because I don't actually want to hang out.
That's what it sounds like. It's like, I could spend time with my friends on this one day of the week where they do something where I can explicitly join them for something fun.
Mm-hmm.
But what if instead I got myself banned so I could do something alone elsewhere without them?
It wasn't my idea.
I know, but, like, being in support of that... I'm not saying you are, I'm saying, like, the idea of someone doing that.
The idea of doing that would be wild. I only said, "Do I want to hire you as my campaign manager to ban me?" Because I was going to say to not have me banned, and then I was like, "No, if I'm advertising for my own banning, that's way funnier."
It is.
Friends? What are those? Are friends video games?
Yes.
Maybe
friends
I
are
should
video
do like
games.
maybe I should do like opening polls or something like, "Hey, do y'all think I should get banned? Do y'all think I don't get banned? What's the public's opinion?" Like, I need to know, like, you know how like people do like opening presidential polls to like
Yes.
field their options before they start officially running. Like, I need to know what my best option of success is.
See, the problem with that, though, is, at least to me, is over time I feel like that might actually start to possibly hurt your feelings. Because if every time you show up, they're like, "Let's ban Will," and then you, like, every time it goes through, because lol funny, it's, you know, "We're banning Will, ha ha ha." After a while, you might be like, "Oh, maybe they don't want me actually here. Maybe they really want me to, like, be banned."
I
This
think
feels
it's also
bad
dependent
now.
on how self-conscious the person is.
This is a very
Yeah.
serious conversation very quickly. I mean, to talk about that, you know, it's a weird place on Twitch right now, you know? It's...
Buttons.
Because I'm a silly little guy.
Yes, you are.
It's a whole thing. And yeah, it's been hard to hit that balance sometimes. There's been a lot of times on Twitch where I'm like, "Oh, I don't feel good and I want to leave." But when that happens, I just leave.
Yes.
And the nice thing is that
You just do that.
if I get banned, what else am I gonna do but leave?
Fair.
And then go play Final Fantasy.
Tenure.
And if I care enough, I'll follow up with people and I'll be like, "Hey, what the hell?"
Yeah.
But like, you know, usually if people are being
Chat, do me
too
a
far,
favor.
I just...
Please communicate with your fucking friends. Please, please, please communicate with your fucking friends.
It really is a two-step process for me. It's like, if someone like actually genuinely hurts my feeling, I'll be like, "Hang on, stop. 0 bit right now. I don't like that bit.
No,
Let's
yeah.
move on." And if they continue the bit, then I'm just like, "All right, fuck this, I'm out." And I've had to do that before in a couple of streams.
Have you ever had to do it with mine? I know we've had moments where we've been like, "I actually don't want to stop," and I'm like, "Alright."
I don't remember. Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. I know some of it was like, "I'm being bullied and I actually don't want this." So, that's
Well,
why I'm asking.
it's you know, it's like, you know, not to, you know,
Go on.
it's weird to say this out loud, but like, I think I'm a pretty smart guy. You know, I work as a programmer. I'm pretty happy with my job. I do my job well. I think I get into a lot of like debates is so pretentious. I talk a lot with my friends about like games and like theory and stuff like that, and I think I'm decently smart. And then I go on Twitch and I act like a dumb idiot because it's funny.
Yes.
And sometimes people are like, "Will's such a dumb idiot, I'm gonna stop taking him seriously." And then I stop hanging out with those people.
Yeah, I
But
don't
you know,
it's situational, I think.
it's situational. It depends on a lot. And you know, if usually people are good, and if they're not good, then I just don't talk to them anymore.
See, for me, chat, everybody in the group is a punching bag. Literally everybody, even myself.
Everyone is fair game.
Everyone is fair game and a punching bag.
To a point.
Yes, of course. Like, I'm not gonna...
Yes, obviously.
I'm not gonna ram it into the ground until, like, they're uncomfortable. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, everyone is free fucking game. There is no one that is not.
Unless they don't want to be free game.
Yes, exactly. It's situational. Like, if they don't want to be, they should tell me that. They should please tell me that.
Yeah, if it's something uncomfortable, and honestly, that's how it should be for any situation. If your friends or the people you're hanging out with are doing something that makes you uncomfortable, like, don't be afraid to speak up and say that. Even if it's like, haha, you know, it's fine, you know, they don't really mean this.
And the
It's
ultimate
uncomfortable to be like,
punching
"Hey,
bag is Greg
I'm
Abbott.
not a fan of this. Can we, like, not do this?"
And if they're not
Because
willing
it
to
is-
respect that, then, like, fuck those people.
Yeah, no, you need to, like, actually voice your thoughts and opinions. Otherwise,
It's a-
things can escalate.
It's a life skill to know whether or not you enjoy hanging out with people because you enjoy hanging out with them versus whether or not you enjoy hanging out with people because you enjoy the thing you're doing. and like deciding what you're comfortable, and that's amplified even more so on Twitch when like you're like in a public space talking with people and you're like, I'm having fun right now, and it's like, okay, but like
As soon as you're not having fun, it's rough. Or it can be rough.
it's a whole thing. Anyway, so let's talk about Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yeah, no problem. Go on.
No, I don't have a follow-up. I actually had a very funny, I had the most pleasant experience in CSGO last night, just because someone was yelling at me to do something, and I was like, be quiet, I'm trying to focus. And I won the round, and they were immediately like, hey man, I'm sorry, I was just, people don't do this thing. And I'm like, no man, it's cool, I understand, it's whatever. And it was the most pleasant experience I ever had in a game of Counter-Strike.
I'm glad.
And then a female voice popped up in voice chat, and they immediately made some vaguely inappropriate joke, and I was like, okay, never mind.
I no longer like you. Goodbye.
I told the person, you are braver than any U.S. Marine.
The female voice?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, imagine not only playing online video games with a female voice. That is hard enough in and of itself. Oh my god, wait, hang on. To get onto a lighter topic, I wanted to give this advice yesterday in Bass Stream, but I forgot. Let me give everyone some advice. Alright, because I play Final Fantasy 14, much to my detriment, and I stream it. And I'm trying to, like, get the basics of voice acting down. I'm at least trying to improve myself. I'm not good or anything. But let me tell you something. If you're ever trying to voice female characters, and you're like, I'm having a lot of trouble with this, I don't really know what pitch to go with.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do is you don't want to walk into your Discord full of trans friends and ask out of the blue, hey, how do I feminize my voice?
Oh my god.
Because, like, sharks in the water... I'm like, well, they're the experts, so, like, I should ask them.
I mean, they are, but... That's...
They were very excited to help me.
Yeah... Yeah...
You'd be surprised at how helpful people can be sometimes. I distinctly remember the one year I was in, just like, again, not fully the same thing, but I was in high school. I borrowed my older sister's Wonder Woman costume and had to fake stuffing there to give myself a chest. Yeah. And some of the girls you're lopsided and literally just reaching to my chest or arranging my stuffing to make it look better and not like I was an old lady. Yeah. They're like, hey, here you go. Just happy to adjust me. Yeah, you're fine. Have fun.
Okay, bye.
There you go. For the record. Actually, no. There's nothing I can say to improve the situation. It was funny, though.
I mean, I still have thought about, trying to feminize my voice before, but, also at the same time, I'm like, I'm not even girl! So,
I just want...
It's hard.
I want more vocal range. I really want... it's fun. Final Fantasy 14 is fun because it's an excuse to, try out a lot of different, voices, and all my voices sound the same right now. Kind of my hope is maybe I'll play through the whole thing and then I'll actually be able to do a deep masculine voice versus a more feminine voice. Maybe I'll finally get that range by brute forcing it. I've done essentially now 35 hours of practice voice acting.
Yeah.
So, nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. You got this. You'll be fine. I mean, I've realized that having a dog has sure as fuck helped me with that, because he gets bored of voices so easily that I have to switch them constantly. So I'm just like, wee, cool, I love this so much. I love having to be like, Sam, sort of shit, all the fucking time.
When I'm 20 years from now, 20 years from now, when I'm a professional voice actor, I'll be remembering this, and every time I have to warm up in that booth, I'll be like, Sammy. Whoa, Sammy boy, bam ba dam. Whoa, Sammy boy, bam ba dam. Sammy boy gonna sit, bam ba dam.
Okay, so there's that, and then That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Fine art, no. Fine art, there. Ah.
By the way, Will, I want to ask you, and I apologize for everyone else who has to hear this. What do you think about the change they made to Dead by Daylight's healing system?
What do I think about the changes they made to what?
Day by
The
day.
healing in Dead by Daylight there. Because like, I know you played it before and said you played it there.
How much do you want me to rant? So, I'm just gonna
For
go
everyone
with
else's
the
sake, you could just go with
stops
the
me.
cliff notes.
So, just to make sure I understand this right, because I haven't played since they first changed, they made it so that healing is still 16 seconds, medkits can no longer self-heal, and Boon Circle of Healing can no longer self-heal, right?
No.
So the only way to self-heal is by self-care?
No. What they did is they made it so all the medkits have the exact same amount of charges, which are enough to heal yourself once. The different medkit levels will make it so you have like a slightly faster healing speed. You can still heal yourself with your medkit, but again, these only have enough charges for like one full heal. Circles of Healing no longer heal other people. You get a slightly faster speed boost when you're healing someone else with a medkit, but otherwise, they're essentially trying to make it so healing is more of a punishment, and they don't want people to repeatedly be doing that.
So there's inherently a big problem in Dead by Daylight, which is very fun, which is that Nurse will always be top tier and like Trapper will always be bottom tier. So for people who don't play Dead by Daylight, it's a very simple game. You hit someone and they go injured, you hit them again and they go down. Once they're downed, you can put them on a hook, you put them on a hook 3 times and they're dead. And that's your goal as the killer. And one of the big limiting factors, or one of the big problems with balancing this game, is that all of the killers have unique powers. One killer can teleport around the map, and another killer can, like, you know, turn invisible. And, like, this is inherently impossible to have balanced in any way. And when you make big system changes like this, it's very interesting because it affects some killers more than others depending on the changes that you make. So I think the healing changes are fine. I don't mind them that much because you know, you either play as a killer who's trying to kill everyone, or you play as a survivor who's trying to escape. I tend to play as killer because when I play Dead by Daylight, I play alone because nobody likes me and they want to ban me from their Twitch. And like when I play as survivor, I don't tend to bring in items because as a killer, I always get frustrated when I'm going up against like a bunch of items. So I never bought it medkits in the first place. So this change doesn't really affect my playstyle. It's a very weird change. I think that it doesn't address the full issue. Originally, they increased the healing speed for everyone. They increased the healing speed by like 50%, so it took 50% longer to heal. And even I was like, no, that's bullshit. That's gonna be absolutely awful to play for the survivors. So I'm happy they undid that. What I'm not happy about still is the fact that medkits can still give you like 2 full heals, which I feel like is basically the same as before. It's now more costly for survivors to bring in a medkit that can give them 2 full heals. But
yeah, to do that, you'd have to literally be getting like one iridescent add-on and one purple add-on.
I don't think any iridescent add-ons give you an extra heal. I'm a little bit confused, and I would have to go double check because I know they made all the medkits 24 charges, and I know the healing speed is 16 seconds, and the way it used to work was 1 charge was 1 second, so I'm not entirely sure how the balance is. But Dead by Daylight is an inherently imbalanced game, and any healing changes inherently affect, like, I tend to play like Trapper, who's considered one of the worst, if not the worst killer in the game. So any healing speed changes are great for me because, like, you know, I have a lot of trouble keeping up with survivors, and anything that makes it easier for me is great. But, you know, stuff like people who have to play against... I also... my other favorite killer is Nurse, who is who's the best killer in the game. So, like, if I go up against survivors and I'm playing as a Trapper, these healing speed changes are going to really help me and it'll make the game feel more balanced. But if I play as the Nurse, the super frankly, very, very powerful killer, survivors might be like, well, this is bullshit. Now playing against this killer is even harder. And so deeper, like, system changes like these are always interesting because they affect all the survivor killers and they affect them differently. It's going to impact me as a trapper way more than it'll impact me as a nurse, because as a nurse, I don't really care if you heal because I can kill you so quickly anyway because I can teleport. So, overall positive about the change. Dead by Daylight is never going to be balanced. But yeah, I've actually been very happy about the balancing changes they've been making. Just because, it's fun. And it's been hard for people because there's actually a really interesting story about in CSGO, to bring it back to that, where there was one gun, it was a scoped rifle on the terrorist side, and everyone would make fun of you. People would even like kick you from the games if you bought it, because they were like, why don't you just use the AK? Why don't you use the iconic gun of Counter-Strike? This is bullshit. This is a bad gun. This is a Call of Duty gun. You're not really playing Counter-Strike when you use this gun.
I'm gonna go get water while y'all talk about whatever.
5 years, this gun was super overpowered and nobody knew because nobody used it. It was just a better version of the AK for like basically no extra money, and it was super overpowered and no one bothered because they were all like, we're set in our meta, like especially in Counter-Strike where we've been playing the same game for 20 years, we're not going to bother even giving this gun a chance. Why would you use anything except for the iconic gun? And then he started getting used, and then it immediately like broke the game, and people were like, this is way too powerful. This is actually a problem. And it's not like any big balance changes were made. It's just that like it was like that, and people were just so set in their ways. And I think it's very interesting to compare that, because Counter-Strike is a weird comparison because it is, one, inherently imbalanced on purpose. The terror side gets better weapons for cheaper because they have to take map control. Like that's something that's said in like every Counter-Strike thing. But like people are like playing this competitively for like huge cash prizes, and it's like the most popular esport besides maybe League of Legends, if not definitely the most enduring esport. And it's interesting to compare like that level of balance to Dead by Daylight, where they're constantly making big balance changes, because Dead by Daylight does not have a huge competitive scene. It has like a decent competitive scene. It's neat. People run tournaments, but it's not an esport. And so it's very interesting to see sort of metas develop much more around sort of like YouTubers and Twitches and like what you pick up on other people. And an interesting ramification for that, I think. I don't know how much this affects it. I'd be very curious to see how much meta perks and Dead by Daylight pick up. For people who don't know, Dead by Daylight, you pick perks and they let you do extra things. Like, oh, if I kick this generator, it regresses by like 20% or something. Oh, when I hit someone, I recover from hitting them faster so I can chase them down easier or whatever. And it's such an interesting... I think there's an interesting case study to be made, and the difference between like meta progression in competitive games like Counter-Strike, like League of Legends, versus meta progressions in these much more social games like Dead by Daylight, which to be fair has been running for way longer than it ever should have. It's running for like 6 years now. And whenever they make balance changes, the entire community cries out in annoyance in kind of a similar way that people complain about balance changes to Counter-Strike and stuff like that. But the way they develop a meta is very, very different, because they're not watching the top pros and copying them. They're sort of, it's much more like absorbing information from people they play against or people they watch. And, a nice thing about Dead by Daylight is because there is no rank system, because, you're basically just playing casual matches. There's no like reward. There's no real reward for doing well. There kind of is, but like
it's a ranking system in the game that keeps track for your skill that helps match you up. But yeah, I think we can probably not go into the nitty gritty and the details. Well, I'm sure most people don't want to hear it. And I'm sure Deer doesn't want to listen to us just ramble about Dead by Daylight for much longer there.
I could talk about this for like another hour.
That's why I'm also cutting in and be like, you know what, that's why I said, like, give me the cliff notes of what you think the healing thing is, which I was expecting, like, it's interesting, or it could be good. That's why I'm like, maybe we should not go into further detail. for other people's sake. I'd be interested, but I'm sure most people would not.
I just have no idea what you're talking about.
Overall,
Which
I
also
think it's
doesn't
neat.
help when we're on your stream talking about something that doesn't interest you at all. Also, during that, I didn't get the chance to say, when you were saving out the image with just the white, like the eyes and stuff, Deer, it definitely looks very inappropriate.
What? How?
Just the white on the white, it almost looked like someone had finished on the image there. Yeah, like that. Just a thought. I'm like, that's not appropriate.
Also, sorry, I gave Sammy another Big Mac, so...
That's okay.
Come! Yes!
Welcome back.
Yes, that is exactly what it looked like. It's fine. Yep.
Sorry, back to Dead by Daylight. Okay, so listen.
Go on.
No.
No.
It's not nice to hijack someone else's stream for a private conversation that no one wants to hear. Especially when the streamer isn't able to actually participate.
I mean, you know, it's fine, I guess.
I mean, it's one thing to sit here and, like, be in a room and, like, chatting with people and, like, not being able to contribute. It's another one that people are here to hang out and see you and have someone else come in and be like, oh, we're just gonna, like, talk over you doing stuff.
I want them to be here to see everybody, personally. That's what I would prefer.
I mean, fair, but I mean, it's your stream.
Yeah.
You're the main focus. We're just here to kind of, like, back you up. We're your background dancers.
I'm not dancing in the middle of this dealership.
Wow.
Wow.
No commitment to the bit.
None.
I'm sorry. Look, it's just like a wide open floor, and I can't dance, and I've never learned to dance.
Just, like, tap your feet. You're fine.
Okay, I'll tap my feet. I'm sitting in the corner right now, so I can tap my feet and no one will be able to see.
Exactly.
Skill issue.
There you go.
It's all about
Exactly,
yes
it's a
and.
skill issue.
Wait, did they just call dancing a skill issue? I'm sorry?
Do you not have the skills? Get fucked, bro.
I don't... Shit! I mean, no, that's the thing. I don't have the skills, so I can't.
Exactly. Just wiggle like Rebecca's possum.
How do you... you know what? It's a very interesting problem with games, of, like, getting other people to play the games that you like.
Yeah.
How do y'all actually, like, pitch games to your friends?
Well, first it has to be fun,
Depends on the game.
and then you have to, like, know your friends and be like, hey, you guys enjoyed these
Yeah,
kinds
you
of things.
do have to pitch the right game to the right friend, I will say.
Yeah.
You can't pitch...
Is it-
Like, I couldn't pitch, Civ to a lot of people, for example.
Yeah, I can understand that. Civ is definitely very much of a very specific kind of group.
It's actually very weird too, because it, like, have y'all ever had problems with, like, people's taste changing over time and you don't realize it at first?
Yes.
I say this in a positive way because my sister, who I love very much, in a way I wasn't expecting, she was just kind of bored after graduating from college and was like, Will, let me give you some games. Will, tell me about some games that you think I might like. And now, like, half the time when I talk to her, I get to be like, alright, so there's this interesting indie game you might like, this is interesting for these ways. And, like, It's been nice. It's been nice having someone who I'm like, all right, here's like these 3 indie games or whatever that people are really liking right now. Here's why you might want to go play them.
See, if you're trying to like pitch something to someone, you have to like know what their interests are and like what parts of what you're pitching would actually appeal to them and go from there. You gotta have like that understanding of like what you're working with. That's kind of how you would pitch any game to anybody. Know your audience and know what of your game or whatever it is you're offering to them might work for them.
And buy on.
And then you have to be careful when you make pitches to them because you're like, listen, this is a game I enjoy. This is a game you might enjoy. I don't think I can recommend it.
Oh no, if you're taking Dead by Daylight, the answer is you don't suggest it. You're like, hey, this game isn't good. I have fun with it. If you ever feel like jumping into a meat grinder, let me know and I'll show you the ropes.
I was thinking of Final Fantasy 14, but Dead by Daylight works also.
I mean, it's the same thing, really. Final Fantasy 14 has a little bit more fun, though, if you enjoy MMO stuff.
My dad had a very... I had dinner with my dad last night, and he looked at me point blank and was like, why don't we get the family together to play, like, one of these games? And I had to, like, tell him, like, can you imagine Mom running through a field of monsters with no idea what's going on? And he was like, yes, exactly. Don't you want to see that? And I had to go,
No.
kind of, but...
But would Mom have fun?
The idea is way funnier than it would be in practice.
So scared you, why aren't you at the voice call?
Because Terry was supposedly going to work, but like they haven't left yet.
Just do what I do. Jump in, say you love everyone, and then jump out.
Hi Ross, how are you?
I mean, I guess that's fair, Scaredy. If you're going to work in 8 minutes, then that would make it very difficult to jump into voice call.
No, it wouldn't. Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Sounds like a skill issue. I feel like the music's not spooky enough for the things that I'm drawing.
I'm sorry, we're the backup dancers. We're supposed to hit that beat.
There we go.
I don't hear the stream at all. I don't hear the music.
It's fine.
I don't either.
All I hear is Discord, so you know.
Oh, I put on Cult
I'm
of
just-
the Lamb, so...
Oh,
There you go.
I'm sorry, you said spooky music, and just immediately in my brain, all I could hear was spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, chill music, draw curses too. Heck yeah.
I need to make sure that this one matches the here, though.
Man, controversial opinion maybe, but art is fun.
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
When the last time you asked an artist?
Oh no. I'm just thinking about it because I technically, like the last time I had to draw anything besides the masterpiece that is my notes pages, was when I made my little friend emote. And I drew it on stream, and when starting it, I was like, this is going to be awful. Everyone's going to, like, look at how bad I am at drawing stuff. But it was just a very relaxing and fun experience.
Well, I'm glad to hear you had fun with it. Art can be fun.
There should be more, like, hang out with friends and draw. Oh god, I'm gonna be the one dude who's like, let's go to wine and painting.
Dude, I would love to go to wine and painting.
Get a little bit creative with ourselves,
I
dear.
would love to do that, though. That's the thing.
I pass on the wine. I like wine.
Okay, you can have gin.
Yeah, that could work.
Ultra Fight the Canta 2. Oh my god. Scary, this is very good.
This art looks incredibly janky, Scaredy. I love it. This reminds me of like early 2000s Flash game fighters.
God, I miss like early 2000s internet games and picking up like Flash games and random stuff for my brother because God, what else did I have? There was that Boxhead zombie game. There was
I played the
old
Teen
school.
Titans fighter. That's the only
Yes!
one I did.
Oh my God! And then they took it off Cartoon Network, and I was so sad.
It was a sad fucking day when that happened.
Oh my God! There's gotta be copies of it somewhere online, right?
You would think. You would hope.
The internet archives a lot, but also in those early days of the internet, people didn't realize how quickly things could just go poof.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, time to start a 2-hour fucking Defunct Land style
About Flash
documentary
games that went away.
about tracking down the people who made that game and getting the source code.
I mean, I'd watch it.
There you go.
Because it's super easy to send an email off to like the Cartoon Network headquarters, be like, "Hey, looking to get a hold of the guys who like made these games for you. How can I reach them?" And they just like forward you to that division. They're like, "Hey, I'm looking for a copy of like this old game that's no longer available. Is there any way to play it?" They're like, "Oh, here you go." And it's like, "Oh, that's sweet." But it stretched out into like 2 hours of like dramatic emails and moments.
I mean, more than likely, they might not even respond to you. They might not give a fuck.
That's fine. That's when I show up to Cartoon Network's headquarters, right? And when they kick me out, like you've seen Mission Impossible, right?
Yes.
So my theory, and this is just a theory, I'm just saying, you know, you can believe this or not believe this, you know, it's important to get all opinions out there, but this is my theory, right? So
It's a geek theory. Anyway.
deep inside their vault, 2 floors underground, there's a flash drive with the only remaining copy in the world of the Teen Titans fighting game, right? And they just don't want to release that to the public because they know that once it gets out there, they will lose their grip, that control over that game. They took it down because they were like, no, the people cannot have this. They will realize what good Flash games are like, and then they'll stop playing insert name of shitty Flash game here, right? So like, all we need to do,
The worst
okay,
Flash
is
game,
assemble
Call of Duty.
all we need to do is assemble a team. We need a hacker. We need an expert in lockpicks. We need a smooth talker. We need someone who makes like really good coffee, like
I can do that.
really top of the line coffee.
that.
There you go, dear. You're in.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's go.
The last thing we need is someone who has like the backdoor key to the Cartoon Network studio because there's not actually any security there. There's just like you just walk into the building. In fact, we might be able to like catch an employee walking back from the coffee break and just walk in behind them because they
See,
won't give
I
a shit
offer
and they
him
won't
my
stop us.
coffee, and he goes on coffee break.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. There
you
you go.
Okay.
Operation Teen Titans is a go. No, that's too long. That's too on the nose.
No, that's perfect. It's Teen Titans is go. Teen Titans go. There you go. Done.
Oh, I was gonna call it. I was gonna call it Operation TT.
Oh. It's a lot more boring.
No, it's bad. It's very bad. Teen Titans Go is very funny.
I actually hated Teen Titans Go for a long time. I rewatched some of it recently. It's actually pretty on brand. I'll be real.
I think a lot of the hate is from the art style.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a lot of the jokes are very like, I'm gonna dab and floss, haha. It's like, no. But at the same time, the show's not made for me, right?
Yeah.
But like, there are jokes in it that are like actually kind of funny and shit, and I'm just like, huh, all right.
I got my butt handed to me because my brother watches my brother has a child, believe it or not. It's a whole thing. Pain in the ass because we can't play games as much anymore. But like, you know, he has shows on for her.
Exactly, security. Yeah.
And there was nothing more emotionally fraught to me than watching, like, I don't even remember what the show is called, but like watching children's shows for like this 3-year-old, and I was like, this is actually pretty funny. I would watch this.
That was me and Peppa Pig. Me realizing that it actually was like real freaking funny and being like, oh, I might actually just watch this as an adult. Like, all right.
I don't think I'd be able to enjoy like kid shows like that. Like the younger audience and stuff like that. And honestly, like even Teen Titans Go would probably be a little bit too much for my patience.
Maybe if I was super stoned. There's an idea here.
But yes, people generally don't give cartoons enough appreciation. As someone who is a big cartoon fan, some of them are really good.
There's also a lot of really bad cartoons out there, but some of them are pretty good.
I have really enjoyed recently Owl House. I've been watching it for a while. It was sad to hear what they did with like the last season of it, because they didn't have a choice. They essentially were like told halfway through season 2 they're getting canceled, and they had like 3 45-minute special episodes to kind of make season 3 a thing.
Yep.
Which honestly they turned out pretty fantastic. The last one came out earlier this month, so I watched all 3 of them like for the first time. And they turned out pretty good for like what they had. I think they did a great job of like pacing it and like giving like a cohesive story within like each individual episode that could have definitely been better framed out over an entire season.
Yeah.
But three 45-minute episodes is basically a 2-hour movie.
Hi, Viz.
I mean,
how are you?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, actually, it's like no, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, wouldn't it?
Also, Viz, I believe you have rights to enter the Dick Fight Island channel if you so wish.
How would you do a dick fight with a ghost?
I mean,
same way with anybody else.
Yeah.
Like if you lost that, like there's no. It's just an eternal draw.
Yes.
They don't even have blood, right?
We were saying that you're allowed to enter Dick Fight Island because Dick Fight Island is the joke of voice chat that everybody can come in or out of. But then Will asked, how do you dick fight a ghost?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the logical way that you go with that.
I don't think Viz actually has access to this.
Really? Let me add it.
Yeah, looking over the list and like the categories of people there, they do not show up there at all.
There's always like 2 or 3 people that I've never added, but I don't know why. Like they.
It's also a question of if Viz is on the server or not too.
Yeah, that's. They are.
Or if they're like under a different
They are
name.
not, never mind. That would be why.
Well, that would definitely be why Viz hasn't been added, but that's okay. Last year, you showed us some of the imagery for the comics. Based on like the things they had, I'd imagine they were quite intense.
Yeah.
Some of those things were both terrifying and amazing to see.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I gotta take a.
Go take a bathroom break.
I gotta take a picture of what's on the wall right next to me that I haven't looked up and seen this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
And yes, I agree, Dustbury. They did a great job of what they had, and they wanted to do more, and they could have definitely done more with Owl House. But what was done with it was really good, and I'm sad that they got robbed of like the chance to actually explore things more. But Owl House, for what it was fantastic. I really loved season 1. Season 2 was pretty great too. Things definitely got rushed a little bit in like the second half because they kind of suddenly ran out of time. But it was really good. I enjoyed it. Highly recommend Owl House to anybody.
What? It's teeth! It has gums!
I don't like
I
this.
hate it. I 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 hate it.
I don't like the eyes.
I think my least favorite part of this is that it almost looks like the headlights are also eyes.
Mm-hmm. A little bit. Also,
Like
this has the car stuff on.
Just the eyes. No. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just wondering how Biz car, how all that shit's going, because I also recently crashed into a totaled car, so like, I get it.
Viz. Sorry, what happened?
Someone ran into them.
Oh no!
Oh, thank God. Congrats.
Oh, that's good.
Thank God. At least there's that for you then.
I'm not able to read the chat, but I assume that like they
Insurance is
got.
paying all damages.
Okay, sick, good.
Yeah, it definitely helps when that happens.
I'm very terrified of getting into my first like real accident. It's not gonna be a fun experience for me.
I mean, I always made the comment with Max, like, I've yet to hit a deer, I wonder when that's gonna happen. And I made that comment again, like, right before. Yeah.
You totaled your car in a deer?
Yeah, I hit it at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Well, now you. The good news is that, like, you know, if you ever have to get into a
In
duel
better math,
with.
that's 112 kilometers per hour.
Thank you. You know, the good news is that if you ever really have to get into a duel with a deer to become head of the forest, a car is probably the best weapon to bring.
Yeah.
If you ever have to get into a duel with anyone, really.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like King Arthur, like sword pointed at the horizon. It's just a wide shot of like him standing in a field, but like ready, and then all of a sudden a car comes speeding into frame and out again.
I think of that commercial that's George Washington and a fucking Civic or whatever it is.
We can only be described as AI generated memories of that because I can picture that. I remember that, but I can't think of anything specific. Like.
I can pull up the commercial. Hold on. Sorry, VOD watchers, if this gets claimed, I guess.
We'll just give it a minute of silence.
Well, I can't watch anyway.
Yeah, Washington, driving car commercial. Yeah, it was a Challenger.
Oh, I get it.
This is the weirdest commercial. Swear to God. Or no, it was Dodge Chrysler Jeep. That's what it was.
It also makes sense, to be fair.
Here's a couple of things America got right. Cars and freedom.
Just a random car in the middle of a free enactment.
Oh shit. There's a couple of
Jeez.
things America got right. Cars and freedom. Yeah, I want to know who pitched it as well. Like, I want to be in that room of who pitched it.
How many American car companies are there?
Not that many.
Alright, this is where I take my leave.
Is your car ready?
Yeah.
Well, have fun. Drive safe.
Have fun, drive safe.
Yeah, I'll try not to end up looking like that disgusting creature on the wall above me.
Don't make eye contact with it on the way out, it'll follow you home.
It's an
I'm
Enderman.
making eye contact
It's
with
an
it right
Enderman.
now. I don't think I can move my body. Its jaw is unhinging. That's strange. Should I run? I don't think I can run. Hey, why is it like stretching its mouth to...
Bye, Will. And welcome back, Lime. God, yeah, he did. He got cursed. Got cursed. So if Phil became religious, would they then be a will and testament? I mean, no, they'd be a will and grace. Oh,
That's terrible.
it's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, just because it's great doesn't mean it can't also be terrible.
It's both. It's both. It's both. Chat, I don't know where to take Sam today. I don't know where It's not. I don't know where to take Sam today, though. We took him to the park yesterday, and so I don't know where to take him. Also, don't take your dogs to dog parks. Oh god. Unless it's an empty dog park, and then go for it. But like, otherwise don't.
I mean, as small dogs and puppies, yeah, probably better.
What was the script at this point? The setting tend to vary, blah blah blah, described as having a deer-like body with elongated thin limbs and a human-like head. Ah, fuck. Alright, one second. I have to fix this then. That's a horror unseen. Jesus.
Nah, it's fine. We saw it. It's right there. It is definitely not unseen anymore.
Obviously.
I have no idea what to do with myself for the day.
Yo, same. You have anything in your backlog that you want to play?
Not specifically. I've been playing a little bit of Demon's Souls lately with friends, which is definitely something that's a new game for me.
Yeah.
I've played the other Souls games like, you know, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I've played all of those and beaten them. But Demon's Souls I never played because it was a PS3 only game and I never had a PS3. And then the remake came out for PS5 only. So I had to like wait until I got an actual, you know, PS5.
Yeah.
But now that I have one, I've been able to actually, you know, play it and having fun with it.
I mean, you could take
It's
a day
definitely-
to just veg out and do that.
I've been totally doing that all week. Me and a couple of friends have been playing through the game together. There's definitely some stuff in the game that has been improved greatly in the newer ones.
Yeah.
Like for example, have you played much of the Dark Souls and stuff like that?
No, Elden Ring was my first, basically.
Okay. I'm pretty sure of an Elden Ring, in order to be able to summon people, you had to be like fully, like, healthed and stuff, right?
Well, I mean, I understand like the summoning and stuff. Like that's not an
Yeah.
issue.
Well, yeah, so like in like the Dark Souls stuff like that, you know, the way it works is you had to be, you know, essentially like your fully alive self whatever they determined it to be in the game in order to be able to like summon people in.
Yeah.
And in Demon Souls, they have that system where to summon people you have to be like in your full health, you know, human body form. But to be summoned, you have to be dead. You have to die in order to be summoned into someone else's game. And then when you come back, you immediately be, you know, come back to life, which is great. It means that you have the opportunity to, you know, if you die, you just jump into someone else's world and recover yourself, and you've got your full health again and everything. But if you're working together with friends, that means every time one of you beats the boss, the other person has to immediately go throw themselves off a cliff to be able to continue the game. And that's actually detrimental in this game because the way things work is they have a world tendency where they keep track of like whether you're like beating bosses and doing good stuff, or if you're like dying repeatedly as a human, or if you're like killing NPCs and things that you're not supposed to, and it will shift either to like a white or black tendency depending on like what you're doing, and that can affect some of the events of the world as well as the difficulty. So like if the world is like a white tendency, it makes it so the enemies have less health, they do less damage, and they drop less items. So it's easier to do stuff in there, and you'll have like a nicer NPC that will show up that only shows up in those situations. But in a black tendency world, enemies have more health, you do less damage, but they drop more items. And there's an invading NPC that's there that you can fight, as well as like some other things that can show up to like help improve things, just, you know, flip it forward. So like, if you're throwing yourself off a cliff every time you beat a boss fight, it's kind of going to mitigate that, so you have to like watch where you're doing that to like be able to continue the multiplayer stuff. So like, it's definitely got some rough spots to it, especially coming from like the other games I've played. But I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun to kind of see where it started and like where it's come to now. It's interesting, and it's been fun. And I'm learning that magic is definitely a little bit overpowered.
Oh yeah, it always will be in every FromSoft game. It's a ranged attack potentially that you can just... Yeah, it's always gonna be.
It depends. Like in the later games, they generally make it so like there's always like one place where like certain magic or stuff like that just doesn't work. Like in like the original Dark Souls, like, you know, fireballs and fire spells are really powerful in the original game just because they didn't really scale off your stats. So you could easily like get the spells and like get the weapon to cast them because it was different from like the other stuff. And it would be a good way to like do a lot of damage for things that are like physically resistant. Well, there's an area that's just entirely fire, and like fire magic does, of course, you know, very little to these people. And there's like certain areas in the game where like magic will do very little to the enemies, or like faith damage will do very little.
That's true in Elden Ring too. I'm just saying, like, that's just gonna be like a thing in some games. That there's enemies that of course don't do much damage to that, but at the same time, like, overall, generally magic is very overpowered.
Oh, absolutely. But I haven't found anywhere in Demon Souls where magic is like completely useless. Like, I haven't found an area where they're like pretty much like immune to my damage. And if they're like slightly resistant to just regular magic, I can normally switch over to like a fire spell and do damage that way and do like pretty good. So like, I've played through a lot of the game, not everywhere, but in most places I've gone through, I have not found anywhere where I am ineffective and need to like rely on someone else to help.
I can't tell if this is still horror-y or if it's just becoming cartoony.
I think that's kind of terrifying in its own way.
Sure. I mean, that's fair, Sleep. Yeah, I would agree with that, Lime. That it's very faith-based.
Nice.
And I haven't had Mexican food, but I should probably get some at some point.
Oh man, I've been craving it for like the last few days. There is a place in town that I've been really wanting to go to get like fajitas.
I was about to ask if you have like actual Mexican food, but like I don't know. I would have to like look up a menu near you to know.
Well, the place is like I don't really care like if people like know the city. It's the place is called Chili and Agave,
Okay.
and like their menu is pretty fantastic. So like it's straight up just like an actual Mexican place, and it's like a Mexican grill place. So like the things on their menu. Forgot to list off food. I'm sorry for making you hungry.
There you
I'm just pulling up because I've been eyeballing this for like the last few days and be like, do I want to go? Do I want to go? So like appetizers, they've got stuff like ceviche, quesadilla trios, like a chorizo dip as like just easy appetizers. Then they've got like nachos on there. They've got tacos, which are like calamari. They got Baja tacos, carne asada, grilled chicken, pastor tacos, Yucatan, carnitas, suadero, birria, lots of different stuff. They've got enchiladas, they've got fajitas, they've got burritos, chimichangas, all the stuff all over their menu in like different varieties. And they also do it vegan. They have vegan options for most of these as well.
So it sounds kind of what I know of Mexican food, but very white.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
That's fine. I'm not gonna complain about a place in Canada being, like, not Mexican.
Hi, Sammy.
It's not as super Mexican. I mean, it depends on, like, what all's on them. Like, from what I can understand, they tend to be a little bit, like, better than just, like, it's a random white burrito place.
Yeah.
So, like, let's see here.
I'm sorry, I can't take you out, dude. Oh no. You have to pee in the pool, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pet Sam for a minute, so just hold on, chat. We're just gonna pet Sam for a minute. Hold on.
Just have to take a dog break.
We're gonna take a 2-minute dog break. Just fucking hold on.
Come here, Sammy. Come here. Come here, Sammy. Here it is. Yeah? Yes, yeah.
Bite my ears. Bite my ears. Yes, I know. I know. I'm being very boring. I know. Yeah. No. I know. Want food? Come on. Come on. Get your food. Yeah, these are fine. Inside, I'm sorry. It's food, dude. Go. What? Eat. Eat. Eat your food. Eat your food. Nope. Too excited. I'm gonna continue drawing then. Okay. Here, let me just turn on dog cam then. Anyway.
Welcome back.
Thank you. He didn't eat his breakfast that fast either. Yeah.
Well, it's also in the bowl he hates.
I know. I don't know where his other bowl is. I thought it would be, but like I moved it to do his ball thing and I can't find it now. So I don't know where I put it. Save as deer and highlight. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then don't like human face, hiking in the woods. Unnaturally long legs.
Child.
Oh. Uh-huh. I haven't heard the freaking Shia LaBeouf song in so long. Go image search Big Bear Doing Things album art. Big Bear album art. Sammy disagrees. He says no. Don't. So don't look up that. It's porn. Obviously. Obviously it's porn. Yeah, he didn't eat his breakfast that fast either.
There was a lady that looked just like him today. She had a bandana on her forehead, so her hair was all the way back here, and I was like, that looks like a dog.
It really did say bark bark. Bark bark.
Once you get mad,
Okay, let's see if I can't repurpose some of the art I've already made.
Hopefully you can get something going.
Yeah, that's the hope. Possibly. Oh god, where did I put it?
Oh. He hissed at him while sniffing him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Sid, I know. You want to play with that dumb puppy.
Okay. Up this.
Is Max calling me a dumb pucky? What?
Hi, Sar.
Hi.
How are you?
Yes, Dan. Hi.
Perfect timing, sir. I need to step away, actually.
Bye, Rai.
What?
Right? Now someone just shot me a message just asking me to lend them a hand with something, so I need to step away for a little while.
Yeah, fun.
What if?
I will. I will talk to you guys later. Chat, have fun. And definitely, if you're craving Mexican food, I say go for it. Because, tasty. Bye, guys.
No, he's been like this all day, and I don't know why.
He's active.
I guess.
Well, then, if your food, put it in here.
I found a deer.
Yeah? What'd you find?
It took 4 stores, but I found it.
Mm-hmm. Advanced tactics or what?
Advance Wars Reboot Camp 1 and 2.
Well, I'm glad you found it for yourself.
Yeah. Me too. I was not expecting it to be that much of a fight. And then I made the horrible mistake
Of?
going into GameStop, which just made me.
Why would you?
They were like discussing some Oh. Why aren't they? The alternate cover is way better. What?
Apparently, chat, the alternate cover is way better.
It's getting flipped immediately. I'll send you a picture. Hold on. Yeah, they were loudly discussing a bunch of pre-orders they had of ones that they didn't think were gonna get picked up, and I was super tempted to walk up to the counter and be like, "Hi, yeah, my name is Frank Miller. You said that I had a thing to pick up."
I'm here to pick up that thing that you totally have just talked about. Hello?
Hello. I think they're talking about Xbox games though specifically. I think it's the cover from the second game. So I think they have what it is. They have the first game on the first, on the outside, and then on the interior they have the second game. I think the second game cover is way better. Oh, hi, Sammy.
He is also. Sam! Hey! Stop barking at him. Stop barking at him. Stop barking at him. Okay, well, I'm just gonna.
Oh, hi, chat. What are you up to today, chat?
I'm good. I love you.
There I go.
Bark 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 borf boof borf fork borf bark bark borf bark woof 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 fa 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 faff.
Yeah? Fwa 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 fwa. Also, thank you for the 100 bits.
Was that the Work song?
I guess.
Only with foi instead of work.
Sorry, have you been seeing the horror things I've been making or no?
I mean, I see the one you're working on right now.
Okay, well, what about, first off, what about not doing what you're doing, chat?
Okay.
And then secondly, where is it? Not this one.
I just realized my HDMI cable is running all the way into
There
the
you
other room.
go. There's this one.
Oh, that one's very good. I'd buy that on a Pokemon card.
Magic card, thank you.
Yeah, okay. You're about to make nuggies. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Hey,
Arby's for lunch,
dear,
and I
have you
regret it.
checked out Coffee Talk episode 2?
I haven't. I didn't know it was out. If it's out, I would definitely want to play it.
Coffee Talk 2, Electric Boo.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know if it was out or not. I knew it was in, whatever for so long. Coming soon, basically. Came out Thursday?
Came out April 20th, I think.
I need Twitch to pay me again. I'm out of money.
Why would you say? You know what's gonna happen now?
I'm just talking out loud, goddammit. How about we don't? How about we ignore everything I just say? Hey, did you know that Coffee Talk is coming out apparently?
Hey.
There I go.
Chet, you know this isn't how this works, right? Like, I have to still wait till the 15th, so this does nothing, but also, fuck you, Star. Stop typing in my PayPal.
I'm so called out. Is it gonna stop me? No.
Fuck you. Piece of shit.
Just lucky I have to buy a toilet tomorrow.
Fuck you! Piece of shit. Fuck you all! Why are we doing a hard
Hype
train
train.
again?
Again? I missed a hype train?
There I go.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I hope you know this is bullshit.
I don't know, it's pretty bullshit. I had to go to 4 different stores to find a video game. 2023.
You're bullshit. That's
There
what
you
we're
go.
getting at here. You're bullshit.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
All this is bullshit.
Yeah. Suck it up.
Fuck you. I don't want to get supported.
Well, fine. I guess we'll go hang out elsewhere.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that you want to give your attention to someone who matters.
It's fucking low below, and you know it. I mean, a lot of nights when I'm not hanging out at a VC, I'm in like 6 different chats.
I know.
Stupid like that.
I know you have other people to hang out with. Like, I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah. I just like supporting people and seeing people succeed. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Concept of like all ships can rise, you know, it's a whole thing.
On Twitch or like in general?
In general.
Okay, I was about to say, because like, even I don't think all ships can rise on Twitch. I'll be real.
No.
No offense to people on Twitch, but like, it's just not feasible for everybody to be able to, in the same way that not everybody is going to be able to on YouTube or otherwise.
Yeah. God damn it, the new Duck Upon Kingdom is coming out too. It'd be an expensive month in the Sargato household.
Maybe just don't give me money then.
Whatever, it's fine.
This goes for you too, chat!
Very good about making sure I don't over support.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't always been that way, but there was never a point where I couldn't pay my bills or anything like that, right?
Yeah, I would hope not, because Jesus.
Yeah, but there was definitely a month where I went, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to go that hard. Shit. I think it was in the month that I got into a fight with Spooky over being top of the leaderboard that month.
There I go.
Chat. Diz specifically, actually. He's gonna slap you around, I swear to God. Swear to God. I think my brain burnt out on that last one. God damn it.
Get this deer.
It's fine. No. I need another sand.
No.
Well, do whatever the fuck you're gonna do, because I'm gonna go find somebody to raid. Buttholes.
Oh, you're wrapping up?
Yes. I just said my brain's all burnt out from the last thing I drew.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you were all burnt out from your hype train.
No.
I'm gonna finish this today, and not take the whole stream to do it, because I wanted to work on other things.
Who we raiding?
I mean a little bit, Firecat, but also, I love y'all, and y'all are great and amazing, and I appreciate how much you love and support me as well.
Happy Sexy Saturday.
That's a good choice.
Hope everyone's having a good seg.
I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 tomorrow, but I don't know if...
Have you ever played through it before?
I did the first...
Suppy, 10 months, thank
one.
You. And Creepy H.
But not two?
Wolfish Death for the resubs.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to be there all the time.
Welcome back.
You know, I'm friends with one of the people who did a bunch of the cinematic stuff for that game.
Hi, Vix. Hold on. And no, I did not know that. Did they make the horse testicles move?
No, I don't think so.
Hi, Vix. Thank you for $30 to send Sam to college. Woof. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a great one. I love you. Bye, I'll see you tomorrow.